Respected Director Sir, we the students of MANIT Bhopal wish to draw your attention towards the flaws of new approach of SGPA calculation. This is our last attempt to convince you where we have attached sufficient proofs and facts to show the errors and drawbacks in this SGPA calculation approach. We do not have any problem with the current grades provided on the mark sheets and the grading system used, be it relative or absolute or any other system. But the problem encountered is the SGPA calculation approach adopted. The internationally adopted SGPA calculation formula is where grade point mentioned in the formula is a value which is taken according to the respective grade attained in any subject. Now the question arises whether grade point is a constant or a variable for a fixed grade. The Academic Senate of MANIT proposed it to be variable for a fixed grade. As mentioned on our website, for A+, the grade point may vary from 9.0 to 10, and similarly for A, it may vary from 8.0 to 8.9. According to our present knowledge and research done, there is no other institution that uses grade point to be variable for a SGPA calculation. And if we observe the grade point used in all highly reputed institutions, the grade point is taken to be constant for a fixed grade. For example, in IIT Bombay, grade points are constant and it is clearly mentioned on page number 3 of academic homepage on IIT Bombay website. In IIT Kanpur, only even grade points are given on scale of 10 and it is mentioned on page number 14 and 15 of undergraduate manual of IIT Kanpur. IIT Delhi has also mentioned it on page number 8 of their prospectus. IIT Delhi has also given an example of SGPA calculation on page number 9 of their prospectus in which grade points are taken as a constant value for a fixed grade. In NIT Surathkal, evaluation of performance is done on relative scale and they use the same standard formula with constant grade points mentioned in general regulations declared by Senate on page number 6, 9 and 7 respectively. Here it is necessary to understand that decimal scale written here does not imply grade points in decimal like 9.1, 9.2 etc. Rather, it means that the number system used for grade points is decimal system where decimal implies numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to 10, not 8.1, 8.2 etc. Some more examples of institutions using constant grade points are NIT Trichy, NIT Warangal, NIT Jalandhar and NIT Rourkela. This constant value of grade point has also been mentioned in AICTE norms of GPA calculation available on their website. UGC has also supported constant grade point system on scale of 10 points to make our education system internationally acceptable. Not only in India, but the most reputed universities like MIT Boston and Columbia University also follow the SGPA calculation approach with constant grade points. Now let us go through the grade sheet of a student of NIT Surathkal. On the bottom, grade points are mentioned which are constant, where grade point for AA is 10, for AB it is 9, for BB it is 8 and so on. Now if we calculate the SGPA with these constant grade points, 3 into 7, where 7 is a constant grade point corresponding to the grade BC as mentioned on the bottom of mark sheet, plus 3 into 7 plus 4 into 5, where 5 is a constant grade point corresponding to the grade CD, plus 3 into 7 plus 3 into 7 plus 2 into 8 plus 2 into 7 plus 3 into 9 divided by 23. 23 is the total number of credits earned, which is equals to 161 divided by 23, which is equals to 7. And we can clearly see that the SGPA calculated here is also 7.00, which implies that they use constant grade point for a fixed grade. The result of NIT Patna also draws the same conclusion. Since there is no other institution using this variable grade point approach, no companies and no universities would try to adapt themselves to this approach, and thus the students will face consequences in their placements and higher studies. The main reason given by the administration for applying this approach was to distinguish among students with same grade but different marks, and the administration had shown their inability to give same grade point to the students having nearly same marks. On this point, we would like to inform you that the mere purpose behind using the grading system is to remove the bifurcation among the students securing nearly same marks. For the same purpose, even the highest authority of our college, MHRD, and Honorable Minister of HRD, Mr. Kapil Sibal, has also applied the grading system in CBSE board examinations with constant grade point for a fixed grade. Also, as you can see, that there has been given 10.00 CGPA to nearly 38,000 students in CBSE High School Examinations 2011, who would have secured nearly same marks in each subject and certainly not got the exactly same marks in every subject. Also, if we go through a mark sheet of this semester, it can be clearly seen that the SGPA calculated with variable grade points is 8.30. But if this is calculated with the standard and universally accepted method, that is with constant grade points, it will be 8.92. The normalization of marks have certainly evaluated the students on relative scale, and we are thankful to you for the same, as relative grading system is more appropriate evaluation system and used in almost all the IITs and many other reputed institutions. But SGPA calculation with variable grade points is not beneficial to us from any perspective. Therefore, we request you to kindly recalculate the SGPA of all the students with constant grade points to make our result internationally acceptable and in accordance with the policies of MHRD, AICTE, and UGC. Thanking you in anticipation, yours sincerely, the students of MANIT.